Today we're going to learn about superlatives with short adjectives. We use superlatives when we want to compare three or more people or things and say which one is the most or the least. In English, we usually use the plus adjective plus est to form the superlative. Let's start with one-syllable adjectives. These are short adjectives like small, tall, fast, or big. To make the superlative, we add est and we use the before the adjective. For example, small, the smallest, tall, the tallest, fast, the fastest. We can say Tristan is the smallest person in the office. Luke is the tallest student at school. This car is the fastest in the city. Remember, we always use the before a superlative. If the adjective ends in e, we only add sin. For example, large, the largest, nice, the nicest, strange, the strangest. For example, the blue whale is the largest animal in the world. She is the nicest person in the class. That film is the strangest I've ever seen. So here we just add est, not est. Sometimes we need to double the last consonant before adding est. This happens when the adjective ends in one vowel plus one consonant. For example, big, the biggest, fat, the fattest, thin, the thinnest. We can say, this is the biggest house on the street. The elephant is the fattest animal here. He is the thinnest student in the class. So remember, double the consonant, then add est. Now let's look at two-syllable adjectives that end in y. In this case, we change the y to I and add est. For example, happy, the happiest, funny, the funniest, easy, the easiest. We can say, she is the happiest person in the room, he is the funniest student in the class. This exercise is the easiest one. This rule is very common and very useful. Some two-syllable adjectives that do not end in y can also take est, especially common ones like clever or little. For example, clever, the cleverest, little, the littlest. We can say, she is the cleverest student in the school. The mouse is the littlest animal on the farm. Sometimes you may also hear the most clever, but at A1 we focus on est forms. Let's look at more examples with everyday adjectives. This shop is the cheapest in town. He is the friendliest person here. This street is the noisiest in the city. That car is the slowest. She is the nicest teacher. This is the happiest day of my life. These examples help us describe things clearly. We can also compare different things in one group. For example, in my class, Anna is the tallest, Tom is the funniest, and Leo is the quietest. Or, in my family, my dad is the tallest, my sister is the youngest, and I am the happiest. Superlatives help us describe extreme differences. Now remember the structure, subject plus verb plus the plus superlative adjective. For example, this is the biggest house, she is the nicest person, that is the fastest car. This structure is very important, so try to remember it. To summarize, we use superlatives to compare three or more things and show which one is the most extreme. We usually add est to short adjectives and always use the before the adjective. Learning superlatives will help you describe people, places, and things in a clear and interesting way.